What's up, YouTube? We just got done with a run, and today's video is going to be all about excuses. Saying no to excuses. Beautiful morning out here. It's a bit hot. It's going to get like to 93 or something today, which is hot for Chicago area, and humid. But we are in the park right now. Hadass had a good time in the stroller. How you doing, Das? You see all those kids over there? Yeah, you see those kids? You're probably interested in the kids now. Anyway, I don't feel like filming around all these kids. I just feel like a creeper doing that, so I'm gonna go to a little view here in the distance. I will be back in a minute, Sarah. Okay. I'm gonna do our video about excuses. Maybe I'll see if you have any input in a little bit too. I'll let you play with her here for a few minutes. Alright, so we're gonna talk about excuses here today. Hopefully you guys got a little good of a decent view of the overlook here. Again, I didn't want to film around all these kids. I just feel like a creeper, and maybe kind of noisy and stuff. Although it's kind of noisy too because the lawnmowers are nearby, so I don't even know why it doesn't even need to be mowed here. Anyways, excuses. So, you know, it's like 88 degrees here. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to get hotter. We could have easily made the excuse, we don't need it. We're not going to jog because it's too hot out. But you know what? Next week I start college again. And I'm working 2 jobs. It's just like, you know, I got to get this running while I have the time. Doesn't matter if it's hot. And we didn't use the excuse, oh, we have a child. We bought a jogging stroller 2 years, well, not quite 2 years ago. We bought one over a year and a half ago. We bought a jogging stroller. So we bring Hadassah with to go jogging with us in the stroller. And I gotta tell you, she loves it. When we go walking around a couple blocks around the neighborhood and that, she hates the walks, but she loves the runs. And same thing for a bike seat. I got a $20 bike seat from somebody local, attached it to my bike, and she goes biking with us all the time, and she loves it. It's easy to make excuses. I've been hearing some excuses from my clients recently, and that's kind of what has inspired me to make this video. Now, I want to mention, excuses doesn't need to be with just getting into fitness, just getting into nutrition. It can apply to all areas of life. Quit making excuses. That girl you find in college and high school hot, that's single, tell her she's hot already. What are you waiting for? Get her before somebody else sweeps her off her feet. You take her first. Or same for that guy. You find that guy hot and he's single, man, tell him he's hot. Maybe something will come of it. Don't delay. They could find someone else and it will be too late. You know, you need to get that. You need to get the second job. You've been using excuses saying, oh, life's going to be too stressful, it's going to be too hard. Maybe you need to get a second job temporarily to pay off some debt, to pay some bills. You know, quit using excuses, just do it. I love Nike saying, just do it. So excuses can apply to anything. Maybe you've been self-employed for a long time and you know, you've recently come across the COVID and that's hurt your business. Maybe you need to get a job for a company again temporarily before you can resume your business. That might take humility. That might take swallowing your pride. You know, maybe you feel like you deserve a brand new car, but you really can't afford a $20,000 new car. So you need to get a used $5,000 car. That's only going to last 2 or 3 years because you don't want to be paying interest and payments on a brand new car because they're going to charge you interest and all that, and you just don't have the money for that. You know, you use the excuse, no, I deserve this. A couple of months ago, I bought an iPhone 6. That's right, an iPhone 6 in 2020. What are we on, iPhone 10, iPhone 11 now? Sure, I had the money to buy a brand new one, and I could have said, hey, I work hard, I deserve this, but it's like, no, I got to get through school. I got to get through school. I got to make it through school debt-free. I don't want to be paying on these student loans. I need to save money. We went on our trip last week to Traverse City, and I went jet skiing, and believe me, I wanted to book a second thing of jet skiing, but it's $100 to rent the jet skis. It's like, you know what, I have the money for this, but I need to save money because I need to go through school. Maybe I'll do this stuff later. So we can use excuses for just about everything, and let's face it, we've all done excuses at one point in time in our life or another. So I do want to encourage you to share this video, because we all do excuses. We've all done it. I know I'll make excuses again in the future. Usually we associate excuses, because as a trainer I usually associate it with fitness and nutrition. So we're going to kind of go along that route, but just know excuses can apply to absolutely anything. So recently I texted a client that I had trained once this entire summer. And you know, I know he or she is busy with work. I won't say who it is, obviously. We'll just say this person has been busy with work and work calls and meetings and all that. I get it. But I hadn't trained this person in over 60 days, and I eventually just messaged the person, because I've already messaged and called this person a couple times. It's like, when are we going to train? It's like, I'll get back to you. I'm not 100% sure when. Well, to be honest, guys, if you don't have a time set, it's probably not going to happen. Remember, someday is not a time, is not a specific time. Don't say someday. Come up with a time, next week, tomorrow, today. But eventually, I texted this person. I said, all right, you know, I haven't trained you in a while, and I get it, you're busy. I have a client that's works 6-7 days a week, and I train him twice a week. If I don't hear anything back from you in this text message here, I'm just going to leave it up to you when you want to resume training with me. Because I haven't seen you in months, and it's almost the end of the summer. And the person did text back and said, thank you for kicking my butt and getting me back into gear. Let's do every Wednesday and Thursday, 7 a.m. every single week. It's like, awesome. Just kind of gave a little kick in the butt, because it's just like, come on, seriously, are we going to do this or not, is basically what I said. It's like, I've seen you kill it in the workouts, and I know you have a lot of potential, but we're not working out. We haven't worked out in several months. We haven't worked out all summer. And so I got the person back in, and I just, as a trainer, I've been doing this. I just started this job 3 years ago. I've heard all excuses. Well, my mother's sick, or my mother had a stroke, or one of my family members is going through chemo and radiation. And I get that stuff. You got to be there for your family. You got to be there for your loved ones. You got to be there for your friends. But in my opinion, especially when you don't work, or you work part-time, that's not an excuse to not work out at all. I mean, but just by living a healthy lifestyle, you can most likely prevent the same fates that your family members and your loved ones are going through. By living a healthy lifestyle, you'll prevent cancer, you'll prevent heart disease, you'll prevent all kinds of issues and problems in life just by living a healthy lifestyle. So, you know, even hearing that, like, my mother has cancer, my son has cancer, it's just like, I get that, and you do got to be there with them. But at the same time, you can't find one day a week. You can't find one day every other week. I mean, usually my sessions are only a half hour. It's like you can't find someone else to watch your son for a little bit. A grandparent, to somebody. I mean, I get it. Those are hard times. And, you know, fitness can take your mind off the stress. Working out can take your mind off. I do remember hearing one person, and she eventually canceled her membership. I contacted her every couple months, and I hadn't seen her in 18 months, and eventually she just said, hey, I'm canceling. But because her 3-year-old son had cancer, and that's a horrible experience. That's a horrible tragedy. But I feel like you should still be able to find some kind of time for you. You still got to make some kind of time for nutrition and fitness and other important things in your life. You know, it's just like, there's some people, they go to the bar every single weekend. They're there Friday night, they're there every Saturday night without fail. They're in the bar, they drop hundreds of bucks on drinks, they know everybody in there, they got their buddies, their friends. And why do they do this every weekend without fail? It's because it's a high priority to them. They've worked hard all week, they feel like they deserve it. They get to have a couple drinks, they get to socialize with their friends. They deserve it. They deserve to have a good time. They deserve to go out. And I get that. And I would say, I'd argue, yeah, you probably do deserve it. Now, I'm not big on people binge drinking and destroying their health, destroying your heart, destroying your liver. I'm not big on people doing that. But yeah, if you want to go do that every weekend, you want to go out and have a couple drinks with friends, As long as you're generally living a healthy lifestyle, I'm all for it if people want to do that. I think that's great to go out and go to the bar and tell knock-knock jokes with your friends and have a good time and laugh and dance and act crazy. I think that's great. I think that's healthy for your mind and your body. I think that's mentally healthy for you to go out and do that kind of stuff. Now, that's not the kind of life I want to live. I can have fun just sitting around talking with people and playing video games and doing active things, you know. So my style is different. That's not my style, but I think that's great that people want to do that. But why do people do that again every week? Because it comes down to priority. It's a high priority for them to have fun and have a great time on the weekends. And that's kind of what excuses come down to. How high of a priority do you want to make that? So I have a guy, Michelangelo. I don't think he minds me saying his name. He's a cool guy. He's probably watching this, actually. He's really cool. But anyway, he works in landscaping. He's doing this kind of work that these people out here are doing. It's probably close to 90 degrees out. They're wearing a bunch of stuff on. They're wearing pants and sweatshirts and stuff because, you know, it's all dusty out here. You're gonna get dust and stuff all over you, and it's hot out, you know. But he still manages to find 2 days a week to train with me at the park, despite him working 10, 12-hour days, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. You know, sometimes we're training at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock on a Saturday or Sunday night. Do I want to be training? No, I don't want to be training that time of day, but I know sometimes that's the only times he can find because he works long days. But we do what we got to do. And he probably doesn't want to work out 100% that time of day either on a Saturday. He probably wants to be home chilling as well. But we do what we got to do. I used to get up at 5 every single morning. This is back when I was real busy at the gym. I don't have as many clients anymore. But I had to get up and I had to drive about 40 minutes to the gym every morning because I always had 6 a.m. clients. I have one client that wants to train virtually, and we tried to do 5:30 in the morning. And I was willing to do it because, you know, I got up at 5 in the morning to train people all the time so I could be at the gym by 6. Even one time I got up and I trained somebody at 5:30, but person says, no, I can't. This is just too early for me. Just like, well, you snooze, you lose. You know what I'm saying? Sure, maybe you don't get the best workout at 5:30 in the morning. Maybe you can't push yourself. But if you're so busy and you work 2 jobs and you work 14-hour days, you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe the workout isn't optimal, isn't the best, but you sure don't feel like working out when you get off at 8 o'clock at night and you've been working for 14 hours. You know, find a way to get around the excuses. There's always gonna be a reason why you can't. I can't eat healthy because my husband's not on board. I can't eat healthy because no one else in my family will eat it. I can't eat healthy because there's no healthy options at my work. There's always going to be excuses. I can't eat healthy because it's too expensive. There's always going to be an excuse, guys. In this day and age, there should be less excuses than ever before. We got grocery stores, we got produce in all grocery stores. I can't go to the gym because of COVID-19. I'm too afraid to go to the gym. I don't want to connect with coronavirus. Thumbs down to that, guys. You don't have to go to the gym to get a workout. There's plenty of fitness programs out there. There's plenty of at-home follow-along workout videos. Try my TRX workout video. The TRX is only $70. Try that. It is a great workout. If you saw that video that I posted recently, I kicked my own butt in that video. I hope some of you guys are trying it. I hope I didn't just put it up and people are just watching for fun, watching me kick my own butt. I hope some people are actually trying the workout. We live in the digital age. What about a lunch break working out? Buy some dumbbells, buy some resistance bands, head out to the parking lot, start lifting those dumbbells, start lifting those resistance bands. Attach your TRX to a tree and do my follow along at home workout TRX video. There's got to be, maybe there's a tree outside at your work somewhere. Most jobs offer a half-hour to an hour break. Eat lunch at your desk and take your half-hour break and go for a walk, go for a jog nearby. Maybe buy a bike rack and go biking every day at your job, and just eat your lunch at your desk. And that half hour you're going biking. Wear your gym clothes underneath your work clothes so that you can just take those off and quickly change into your workout stuff, and then right before your break's over, just go grab your regular clothes again, take your workout clothes, your sweaty workout clothes off, and go put on your regular clothes again. Sure, you might be a little sweaty or whatnot when you get back to the office. Just get some extra deodorant, spray that stuff all over your armpits. You're good. You can handle a little bit of dry sweat on you for a couple hours. You can go wash later on. I mean, I guess what I'm just getting at, guys, there's always an excuse. I could definitely see somebody using that excuse. Well, I don't have a shower at my work, and I don't want to be sweaty at work for the rest of the day. I don't want to have dry sweat all over me. Again, you snooze, you lose. That's just the classic saying. I had someone else was working 12 to 14 hour days. She was working at home, and we had done maybe 3 or 4 virtual sessions. She used to go to the gym, and eventually she says, hey, I need a break. I'm working too long of hours in the day. I'm like, all right, no problem. I'll check up with you in a few weeks. I check up around the 4th of July again. Hey, how's it going? When are we going to work out again? I'm willing to work out weekends. I still need more of a break. I check up back in August. I say, hey, what's going on here? How's it going? Do we want to do 1 day a week on the weekends? Do you want to do Saturdays at noon or something? Do you want to do Sundays at noon or 11 o'clock in the morning? What's going on? We could do a quick half-hour virtual session 1 day a week for starters. It's like, I just can't make this work. I've tried working out on my own, and it just hasn't been working out. And it's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to delete you from my client list. If you're ready to train again in the future, come on back. But, I mean, I was disappointed. She lost. She worked from home. She just had to go upstairs and grab her resistance bands. And I could have gotten plenty of body weight and resistance bands workouts. I was disappointed in this person. You snooze, you lose. It's like, okay, you've lost. You let excuses win. I would have been willing to train you on the weekends. I don't think she worked weekends. I don't know why she couldn't do Saturdays and Sundays, but you snooze, you lose. It was excuses. No, you could have made time. This is what we as trainers say. The number one excuse is why people don't work out and change their diet, change their lifestyle, is lack of time. But again, it's mentioning back earlier to the people that go to the bars every weekend without fail, and they drop $200 a weekend, maybe even $200 a night. They drop $400 a weekend on drinks, and they buy drinks for their friends, and they have a good time, and they dance. It's because it's a high priority to them. Why do Olympians train all day long, 8, 9, 10 hours a day? Why are they so dedicated to training every day for years and years on end? It's because they want to win that prize. They want to win that gold medal. They are dedicated. It is a high priority. They can't just be training 20 minutes a day. They need to train like crazy. They need to have their diet in check. They have personal trainers. They have coaches. They have sponsors. They're constantly researching. They're training. They're changing things up. I mean, these people are dedicated. They're not just doing little wimpy 20-minute workouts. They are dedicated, and this is a high priority. They don't have much rest. They maybe have 1 or 2 rest days, but they are training like maniacs. They are going for this gold prize. They want that gold Olympic medal, and they train for years and years and day after day. And why do they put themselves through so much torture and work out like crazy? Because they are going for that prize. They are dedicated. There is nothing stopping them. They are determined to win. So I guess what this comes down to is you just need a mindset and a mind shift change in your life. That's what you need. You need a mind shift. You need a mind change. You gotta say, no more excuses. Don't say I'm gonna start next week, I'm gonna start next month, or I'm gonna start someday. Start today, start now, start when this video's over. Okay, so maybe it's midnight and you can't start. Start tomorrow. Start going vegan tomorrow. Start following this plant-based diet. What's keeping you already? You've been wanting to work out for months or maybe even years. You've been wanting to work out. What's stopping you? There's tons of videos on YouTube. I can recommend fitness channels. I'm even thinking of starting a fitness channel. If people want that, I'd be more than happy to. I'm really considering it right now. Doing at-home workouts and all that good stuff. Especially since I'm trying to sell training, I gotta prove to people that I can give good workouts if I want to get people to train with me. So that's another reason I'm considering starting the fitness channel. And I know I could provide a lot of good workouts for people. And there's so much on YouTube, so much follow along at home workouts. You don't even need much equipment. Man, quit the excuses. I don't have the workout clothes. Well, go get the workout clothes. I've had people cancel on me because they forgot their workout clothes. It's like, you know what? Whatever. We can just lift some weights. It's okay. You can lift weights in your dress clothes. I mean, I don't expect you to do it every time, but it's like, come on, let's not cancel. Just come to the gym, and it's okay if you're in nice clothes. We'll do. Sure, you look out of place. You can still do bicep curls. We can still do overhead and bench press. It may not be the most comfortable, but my point is to quit using excuses. There's always going to be an excuse, guys. There's always going to be an excuse. I can't stress that enough. There's always going to be an excuse of why you shouldn't do something. And again, I don't want to apply this just to fitness and nutrition. This can apply to anything. I can't ask that girl because I'm too afraid. I can't ask that girl out. Or I want this new Tesla. I want this brand new Tesla. I'm gonna buy this new, and I deserve it because I work hard. It's like, well, maybe you do deserve it. Maybe you do work hard. But if you don't have the financial means, it's probably not wise to buy this brand new Tesla. So excuses are used for everything, guys. Just, it's time to put them behind you. Because when you're in control of your life, that's when you live a better life. When you live under the control of excuses, when you live under the control of others, you can't really live your life to the fullest. Am I right or am I right? Can I get an amen? Come on, am I wrong? If excuses control your life and other people control your life, are you truly living life to the fullest? My answer is no. Guys, I've heard every excuses in the book, and it's time to put them away. You just gotta make time for the things that are important to you. You gotta make time for fitness. Start off 10 minutes a day. Start off with a 10-15 minute abdominal workout on YouTube. Start with something. Start walking around the block 10 minutes a day. You might have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. There are people that go to the gym at 5 in the morning. Granted, most gyms aren't open at 5 anymore. Nobody really wants to be there at 5 in the morning, guys. I can tell you that. Everybody would still prefer to be sleeping in. But they do it because it's dedication to them. Alright. This video has been long enough. I was going to add... I'll ask Sarah if she has any good input. We probably won't add anything else to this. I know people don't watch videos when they're too long. This is already over 20 minutes long, so... If Sarah's really good insight that I didn't mention, I'll have her in this video. Otherwise, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video.